Hello everybody, Vince Condella from Fox 6 Weather, and thanks for checking in with my video weather notes. We're recording this on Wednesday afternoon, January 27th, almost done with the month, and another cold snap coming with Arctic air. One of the interesting things that we've been watching this winter has been the Arctic Oscillation. It's kind of one of those things meteorologists talk about amongst themselves, don't usually talk about to the general public because it is a little bit confusing, but I just want to share with you something about the Arctic Oscillation. It is an index, either positive or negative, that basically is comparing sea level pressure in the Arctic compared to the mid-latitudes where we live. And depending on the fluctuation of pressure between those two, the Arctic and the mid-latitudes, determines, in essence, whether we get a cold snap or a relatively warm period of weather. I want to show you the fluctuations in the Arctic Oscillation just in recent times. The black line moving up and down on this chart represents either a positive or negative Arctic Oscillation going back to October of 2009. Notice the period between December 16th and early January of this year when the Arctic Oscillation Index dipped way down towards the bottom of the graph. This was a highly negative Arctic Oscillation representing high pressure in the Arctic and lower pressure in mid-latitudes. This strongly negative AO was the cold snap much of the country experienced at the end of 2009 and the beginning of 2010. Since then, the AO has returned to around zero, a warmer phase that represents our mild mid-January weather. Now notice all of the red lines. This is the forecasted Arctic Oscillation by one of our long-range forecast computer models, the GFS. The many red lines show the different ensemble forecasts of the model, all indicating a more negative AO index into early February. This would project a prolonged cold period for much of the eastern half of the country for the next several weeks. So that's the story of the Arctic Oscillation, and at least according to some of our longer range models, computer models, it appears like we'll be in the negative phase for a while. So we start the month of February, it looks like, on a rather cold note, just like we're ending the month of January. Hope to see you on Fox 6 News, and of course, anytime online at fox6now.com. Just click on our weather link to go to our one-click weather page.